Welcome to the RavensSpace on YouTube. My name is Jason, and this is RavensSpace Mailbag, where I answer your questions about the Baltimore Ravens. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to RavensSpace on YouTube if you're not yet subscribed, and a special shout out to our Patreon subscribers because without you guys, none of this is possible. Thank you guys so much. Now, we have questions from you guys, the RavensSpace community, and if you want to ask us a question, please send your questions to TheRavensSpace@gmail.com. Now we're going to hop right in to the first question. And this question comes from Justin, and Justin asks, if you had to make power rankings of the NFL, where would you put the Ravens? Thanks so much for your question, Justin. So if I had to pick a place to put the Ravens, I would put them around that 10th seed right now, that 10th best team in the league. Maybe a little lower depending on how the injuries work out and different things like that. But I don't think that we're going to get a bye or anything like that. I think that if we're going to make the playoffs, we're going to be 10-6. We're either going to win our division, tie 10-6 with the Steelers, but have the head-to-heads over them, or we're going to make it in through the wild card. Now, I do think that this Ravens team has a lot of potential. The offense, if it clicks, can be dangerous. The defense will probably be a top 3 defense in the NFL. And now it just all has to come together, and we have to stop getting injured. These injuries are really killing the Ravens when you think about how many great players have been injured. How many, not only great players, but players who are trying to get better. They're young players that can give Ravens, even if they can't give them the exact talent, they can give them some fresh bodies in there. And all of them keep on getting injured, and it's super sad. But if we can, maintain and stop, getting injured, and if we can play at a high level consistently on offense, I think we can be the number 10, number 11 team in the league, get into the playoffs. And then when you're in the playoffs, anything can happen. And so that's what I'm thinking. Thank you so much for your question, Justin. 10 to 12 is where I will put the Ravens at, with some really great teams in front of us. So that's what I would say, 10 to 12. Thank you so much for your question, Justin. And we'll move on to the next one. This next question comes from Jack, and Jack asks, other than Perriman, Wallace, and Macklin, do you think anyone else will really shine in the regular season games? Thank you so much for your question, Jack. And I'm going to start this question because it sounds like you're specifically either talking about receiver or about offense. So offense, I would say watch out for Nick Boyle. He played very well the first game of the preseason, blocking, running routes. He played very well. I think that if anyone's going to be a surprise star, it's going to be him. He's a player that I think that can impact the game in multiple ways, and I'm excited to see what he does. Now, a player that I think will have some flashes on offense, but is more important somewhere else, is Keenan Reynolds. Keenan Reynolds, I think, will be impressive. I think he's really going to shine in regular season games because of his ability to return. We always knew that Keenan Reynolds had something special. He showed it in college. And if he can become a returner, a steady returner for the Baltimore Ravens, and then fill that Kapernick role on offense, I think that he will have a chance to make some plays for this team. Again, the most important thing for him is to make the team through being the returner. And then if he can take that a step further and show that when 4 receiver sets or when 5 receiver sets, that he's a great option to have out there, I think that it can really, really bode well for the Baltimore Ravens. So that's why I would say, Jack, my first choice would be a Nick Boyle as a player that can flash and be consistently great if he can play within the team infrastructure. And then the second one is Keenan Reynolds, where he'll make the team because of his ability to return punts, but then he'll also be able to take the next step further and become a great playmaker in situations that will be especially creative for him, the same way that Kapernick has been the last couple of years when he's not injured. So thank you so much for your question, Jack. We're going to move on to the next one. And this question is from a person who did not put their name in the email. I'm so sorry. Please, if your name is not in the title or like who you're from, you got to put in the email for me to tell you, give you a shout out. And I would love to do that. But again, there was no name in here. So please, next time anyone sends in a question, please include either a name or a nickname or something. So this question asks, I've been watching you for a while, and during training camp, you were having doubts about the offensive line. Are you still concerned? Keep making great videos. Thank you so much. I am still concerned. And actually, I'm very concerned. The Ravens lost a lot of talent on the offensive line. and they keep on losing talent. John Urschel's gone. Not good. And then we did sign a left tackle, but we lost Alex Lewis at left guard. And it's just not looking good. It's not looking good. And so now we're going to have some gaps on our team. Who's going to play left guard? A rookie? A fourth round rookie? You know, that's sketchy, right? To be a person who watches football and expect a fourth round rookie to come in at the guard position and block people like Casey Hayward is just unrealistic to ask a rookie. Especially a fourth round rookie. The best thing I can do is that you go sign somebody and then you kick Ryan Jensen to left guard. So you have to sign a center, which will either be Mangold or Jeremy Zuttah. There's rumors with Zuttah, but I don't know. But I think that would be the best way to fill that gap, because right now that's a big gap at left guard. And you know, Ronnie Stanley's still a young player, so giving him someone he can, you know, be cool with and, you know, have a good communication is something that's pivotal. And we saw him improve last year when Marshall Yonder moved over there. So if you can get a veteran player in there, that would be awesome. So I'm super excited to see what the Ravens do. But again, the injuries have made me nervous about the offensive line, and I'm still nervous about the offensive line. And in order for us to be the best team, one, we have to be able to run the ball with some effectiveness, which you need the offensive line greatly for. And then two, you need to protect Joe Flacco, which again, we need the offensive line greatly for. So that's what I would say. I am still concerned, and hopefully that concern is null and void. Thank you so much for watching the videos, and please keep on watching. And next time, please put your name in there so I can give you a shout out. And this next question comes from Gio, and it's the last question of the mailbag. So again, please send in mailbag questions for next episode. I know a lot of you guys like these episodes, so I may do something special. Maybe a very, very long mailbag, or maybe I'll do more frequent mailbags, you know, if you guys send in questions. So Gio's question is, Mallet played a terrible game and the Ravens just cleared cap space. Could we be making a move to sign Kapernick? Thank you so much for your question, Gio. And I'm sorry to disappoint you, but the answer is no. That cap space that Jimmy Smith released from his restructuring of his contract is going to go sign an offensive lineman. It's either going to be Nick Mangold or Jeremy Zuttah. And again, depending on how much Nick Mangold is worth right now, it may be less. Nick Mangold might be coming here for $3 million, and then we may have enough room to get another quarterback. I don't know what quarterback will play in the league for about $2 million, but a backup, I think we can find one. But the point is that it's not for Kaepernick. Kaepernick will be too expensive right now. I don't think the Ravens can make that signing if they wanted to. I don't even think they want to either. I think that they would rather keep Ryan Mallet, and I think that they don't want the drama from Kaepernick. And regardless of how you feel about Kaepernick, the situation, there will be drama. If anyone on the team has to answer a question about it, that's too much distraction for the Ravens. So I don't think they're going to go there. I think they're just going to hope that they can coach up Ryan Mallet, which I don't think they can. He's missing something because he has the arm strength, but he's just throwing terrible passes. For a person that has a lot of arm strength, he's throwing it behind receivers, which means he's overthinking it to me. I can see a strong arm quarterback overthrow things like Joe Flacco did early in his career, but again, Ryan Mallett's underthrowing them, throwing them off target, not synced up on the routes. So his mind is defeating him and not his arm, which is something that a lot of quarterbacks can't recover from. So we'll see. But I do not think it's going to go get Kaepernick. I do think it's going to go get an offensive lineman, which will either be Nick Mangold and Jeremy Zuttah. So thank you so much for your question, Gio. And that is the end of the RavensSpace mailbag. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe to the RavensSpace on YouTube for more great Baltimore Ravens content. Check out our Patreon page where you guys can help us and we will help you. Check out our RavensSpace t-shirt store and follow us on our different social medias. If you want to win this week's giveaway, please go to our Facebook page, find a post that you like and share it. And if you share that post, you have a chance to win our giveaway. Thank you so much, and go Ravens.